Welcome to the School of Education. I'm Penny Hammrich, the Dean of the School of Education. Today I'm going to take you on the tour of the School of Education facilities. I'm standing here in the Dean Suite, and I'm going to take you to the first suite of classrooms and labs. Follow me. Keep coming. So I'm entering into the first suite. And when you enter, you'll see our office manager, Phil. Say hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
And when you turn to your right, you enter our first classroom. As you can see, it's high tech with technology, lots of screens. And so you're assured to see all the information that your professor is teaching you for that day. Now let's mosey on down the rest of the suite. You'll see that we have one of our conference rooms. This is called the Dragons Conference Room. We have 3 conference rooms in total. This is one. When you look down this long hallway, you'll see on the right, we have administrative staff offices. They're the directors of their various offices. And down the middle here, you'll see that we have a lot of computers and desks. These are where the PhD students sit and do their research and their work. I'm going to stop here and we're going to go into one of our labs. We have 6 labs in the School of Education, which you as a new student can join by simply talking to the director of the lab. This is our Glide Lab where they do gaming and technology. It's run by Dr. Arudis Foster. He's also the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs and Graduate Studies. So if gaming and technology interests you, you want to talk to Dr. Foster about joining this lab. Okay, I'm going to go back into the hallway and show you. We're going to walk down to another classroom. Before I get to the classroom, I'm going to show you one more lab. This is the Joy Lab. It's run by Dr. Ayanna Allen Handy. And as you can see, it's full of a lot of information, writing on the wall, pictures. This lab is called the Joy Lab. It stands for Justice Oriented Youth Education Lab. So if that interests you, please talk to Dr. Ayanna Allen Handy and about joining this lab. Now I'm going to take you to another classroom. This is classroom number 2. And like classroom number 1, it's high tech, big screens, surround sound, so you can hear the instructor. And many of you will be coming on campus if you feel safe. If you don't, you can also participate in the class via Zoom. We do high flex. That is, we teach in person, but we Zoom it out on Zoom too for those of you that are at a distance. So we do our classes high flex. So we accommodate you whether you're here or you're in the comfort of your home at class. Now I'm going to take you to another lab real quick. As you can see, this is an early childhood lab sponsored by the John and Lisa McNichol. They are the donors that support this lab. There's children walking into the early childhood lab. And as you can see, when you get in the lab, it's just as colorful. Children are here, parents, community members. We have events here, lectures. So if you're interested in early childhood, you want to talk to Dr. Dom Gallo. He's the director of this lab. As a new freshman student, you're able to join any one of these labs. If you have an interest, you just need to talk to the director. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transition over to the suite on the other side, 2 suites on the other side of our building, which houses the faculty and student services. So follow me, we'll be right there. We've arrived at the suite for the student services. This is where you'll find your academic advisors and your program manager, the director of student services. When you walk in and go to your right, you'll see that there's a lounge for students, undergraduate students. Students hang out in here, they eat, they study, they talk to one another. There's a chalkboard, you can make drawings on the chalkboard. There's a TV. This is just a home for you to gather together. And then when you look here, it has the name student services. As I said, advisors, program managers, the director of student services, all of you here. There's 2 hallways. And if you look down one of the hallways, the same on the other side, it's just offices. You'll be spending time here, getting to know your academic advisor, program manager. They answer all your questions. They help you with your classes, getting registered, troubleshoot problems. They're going to be your best friends while you're here at Drexel University. Now we're going to scoot across the hall and go to the 3rd suite, which houses our faculty. So as you can see, it says a school education faculty. We have a little lounge area here that you can study in, hang out in. There's a TV. We have TVs all over. But all the way down, as far as you can see in a big circle, there are doors where all your faculty are located. So if you have a question for a faculty, just come and find their name on the door and you can talk to them. The other thing that we have over here is we have clinical labs for testing children with autism. So we have 2 clinics. Here's one of the clinics. The other one looks the same way. It's just a little room where there's one-on-one testing with the child and the professional faculty member who's doing the testing. So that's one. There's another clinical lab here. And then we have a little lounge area for families. We have a TV in here where we run cartoons for the children. Families sit here, there's a refrigerator, and they wait for the children to have their testing done. And then the rest of this whole space, as I said, is just faculty offices. So when you're in here, just walk around, find your faculty office door, their name's on the door, knock on the door if it's closed, and they'll be happy to talk to you and answer any questions that you have. Now we're going to move to the last suite, which happens to be the Dean Suite. That's where my office is. We started there earlier, but we're going to end back there. At first, this is going to seem like a maze to you. There's 4 suites on the 3rd floor of 3401 Market Street. But after a week, it'll be simple. You'll figure it out. I was lost for the first week, but now I get it. So we're going into the Dean Suite, which is where we began. And it's a bright place. And as you can see, when you go down, there's chairs for you to sit all the way down the hallway. There's on the left are associate deans, chairs, the director of finance, my office. And then on the right here is the dean's executive conference rooms. And you might even have a class in here. What we pride ourselves on in school education is that we have small class sizes. So your instructor might have a class in here for you. Some points we have 2 TVs, so you can sit on either side and watch whatever's going on the TV that's part of the class. But they hold lectures here, they hold conversations here. So don't be surprised if you have a class in here sometimes. And then the last stop we're going to make is my office, which is at the end of the hallway. This is my office. My door is always open unless I'm in an important meeting and it's confidential. So feel free to stop by, say hi, have a seat, have a conversation. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait for you to be part of our family in the School of Education. Welcome to the School of Education. We can't wait to see you.